Yo. So, so I had to make something clear. So I posted something earlier on Facebook pertaining to um I posted something on Facebook earlier pertaining to people who say they're not they're not religious, they spiritual, right? People who say they are spiritual but not religious. Now, that statement was talking about this new age movement we got going on, not to the people of God who are spiritual, who are going outside the walls of the church, because that's me all day. I don't deal with the walls of the four walls of the church. We have a four-wall service, but y'all know most times we are outside. Now, this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about those who practice new age movement. They practice horoscopes. They believe in that. They believe in the chakra. They believe in energies, and they believe in um, um, summoning the ancestors and things of that nature. So let me tell you this. I'm talking about that. I'm not talking about the people of God who are outside the four walls of the church, who understand what it is to not be religious but spiritual. I ain't talking to those people. I'm talking to the people who practice other witchcraft things and try to claim Jesus at the same time. Horoscopes is not of God. Um, Sage is not of God. Practicing New Age and all of that, not of God, right? You have to dig deep and know who Jesus is. Because when you got Jesus, you don't need to search for sage. You don't need to use sage or any kind of energy to release bad energy out your space, out your house. Now it's words like energy. You know what I mean? Instead of demons. You know what I mean? Now it's different terminology for a thing. Instead of just receiving Jesus all the way as he is. When people receive Jesus all the way as he is, Lord and King, not the white one, but when you receive Jesus all the way as he is, you'll find out that this is the true and living God. The true and living God. I wasn't raised by Catholicism, and I wasn't raised in a house where um we pushed that Jesus thing to the point where they got the white man pictures and all of that. Like, nah, man. I met Jesus supernaturally on the block, going with some homies, about to shoot a gun, man. And I found the real, true, and living God. Put down the the uh the smoke and the sage and the incense and all of that. You don't need that, man. You don't need yoga. You don't need a lot of the new age things are going on. You ain't a Cancer. You ain't a Pisces. You ain't a Sagittarius. You ain't a Gemini. You ain't none of that, man. That is not who God called you to be. Those things are witchcraft things, man. Those things are from Satan. People are who they are because of who they are. No month, no birth month is going to make a person who they are. All people got similarities to each other. That don't mean y'all got the same sign. It's all lies, all deceit. You either full of it or you just a keep it real person. Let's just keep it 1,000, man. And when you know Jesus and you know the Messiah for who he is, you don't need nothing else. You don't need sage. You don't need prayer cloths. You don't need you don't even need praying oil sometimes. All you need is knowing who the power of Jesus is. And that's all you need, man. That's all I was saying. All right, Pastor